Hello guys, since lockdown is going on and in order to help all the students, today I am going to give you some tips of biology, especially class 12 and chapter number 3, that is reproduction. And uh, the book is in my hand and the third chapter is human reproduction. Okay, so I will give you some tips to the students of class 12 and the first topic is what is gametogenesis. Now, what is gametogenesis? There are two type of gamete. One is male gamete, second is female gamete. And sperm is the male gamete and ovum is the female gamete. And the name itself defining its meaning, that is gametogenesis. It means that the breakdown of gamete or formation of gamete is called gametogenesis. Now, there are two types of gametogenesis. One is spermatogenesis and second is oogenesis. If sperm will form, and that sperm is released from testes, and that is called spermatogenesis, and ovum will release from ovarian, that is called oogenesis. So now I think all of you clear that what is gametogenesis and how many types of gametogenesis. One is spermatogenesis and second is oogenesis. Now the second term I am taking, that is what is insemination. Now the transfer of male gamete into female genital area is called insemination. I think you have already understood what is the meaning of that. Once again I am repeating what is insemination. Insemination is a sexual process in which the transfer of male gamete, that is sperm, into female genital area, and that is called insemination. So all of you understand what is the meaning of insemination. NCERT book I am carrying right now in my hand and I will explain all of you one by one, especially regarding this chapter. And the third topic is what is fertilization. Fertilization, that is the fusion of male and female gamete. Now there are two things. One is fusion and second is fission. What is the difference between fusion and fission? Let me explain to you. If two things is combining together, and that is called fusion, and if two things is breaking down, and that is called fission. Like cell division is the example of fission. But in sexual reproduction, if sperm and ovum are combining together, and that is called fusion. And you know that fusion is taking place in uterine tube or fallopian tube, and there is a special site, a specific site, and that site is called oviduct. So if in examination, if the question will ask that which spot this fertilization is taking place, you can write down, and that is oviduct. Oviduct is the site of action where fusion is taking place of male gamete and female gamete, right? Okay. Now I am going to the next topic, next point, and that is called what is blastocytes. Okay, blastocytes. It is very interesting topic, blastocytes. Fusion, I have already taught to you what is fusion. And after fusion, the zygote will form. Sperm plus ovum and zygote will form. And after zygote, there is a cell division of zygote, and that will form embryo. And fusion is taking place at the site of oviduct, and that zygote will transfer to the uterus, at the walls of uterus. And after 5 days, this zygote will convert into embryo, and this process is called blastocytes. So now all of you understand what is blastocytes. Once again I am repeating what is blastocytes. The transfer of zygote to uterus at the walls of uterine tube, uterus, and that is implanted in terms of embryo, and this entire process is called blastocytes. Now the next topic I am taking from this NCERT book, what is gestational period. Now the development of embryo is called gestational period. In human reproduction it will take around 280 days, the total human reproduction. 40 week, I mean that is 280 days, and it will divide in 3 months. So first trimester, second trimester, third trimester. So put together 280 days, around figure I am telling you, and within that period the embryo will develop. So first of all, fusion will occur in oviduct. After fusion, zygote will form. After cell division, zygote will convert into embryo. After embryo, there is a cell division, it will form fetus. After fetus, it will develop into baby. and it will take 9 months. An entire full 9 months is called gestational period, right? So the development of embryo is called gestational period. Am I clear? I think all of you understand what is the meaning of gestational period. Okay, the next topic I will take, that is parturition. Parturition is the final stage of gestational period after cell division, because embryo has already developed into baby. First trimester, second trimester, third trimester, and delivery of baby is called parturition. This specific medical term has been widely used across the world, and that is called parturition. So in the first paragraph of NCERT of chapter number 3, reproduction of class 12, I have already defined to you each and every part. Now I am taking the next topic, and that is male reproductive system. Okay, I will take the male reproductive system. A specific question I am taking, like why the temperature of testes is 2 degree less than body temperature, 2 or 3 degree less than body temperature. Why? Reason being, testes is a gland which will form the male gamete, and that is called sperm. If you ask what are the actions of testes, the function of testes is to release testosterone, and testosterone is the male hormone that is responsible for secondary sexual characteristics in male, and because of that puberty will occur. What are the symptoms of puberty? I would like to define to you, that is appearing of moustache, appearing of beards, appearing of hair in genital area, underarm, arms pit, in genital area also, heaviness of the sound, hardening of the skin in case of male. This is called puberty, and that is because of release of testosterone, which is a male sex hormone, and that is released from testes. And since testosterone is released from testes and it requires 2 to 3 degree less temperature than body temperature. You are biology student, you know what is the average temperature of human body. The average temperature of human body, that is 37 degrees centigrade, or if you will convert in Fahrenheit, that is 98.6 degree Fahrenheit. So this is the normal body temperature, but the temperature of testes is 2 to 3 degree less than body temperature, and because it has to synthesize the sperm, that is a male gamete cell, right? Okay, I will take some other parts of male gamete cell. What male reproductive system? What is the function of prostate gland, and what is the function of vas deferens, seminal vesicles and prostate gland? What is the function of prostate gland and seminal vesicles? Prostate gland and seminal vesicles are the part of male reproductive part which provide nutrition to the sperm, so that the sperm will convert it into semen.
Go.
Now I will explain to you what is the difference between prostate gland and seminal vesicles. In male reproductive system, prostate gland and seminal vesicles are the two parts that will provide nutrition to the sperm, so that sperm will convert it into semen. It will get the fluidity, it will get the flexibility, it will swim easily. So this is one of the major benefit or contribution from prostate gland and seminal vesicles. Now next topic is which part of the male reproductive system has been cut down for in case of male family planning. This question is generally asked, and that is vas deferens. In case of male family planning, doctor will cut and tied the vas deferens, so that the sperm will not go ahead. In case of male, the vas deferens will be cut and tied. In case of female family planning, the fallopian tube will be cut and tied. So this is the exact answer. In case of male family planning, vas deferens will cut and tied. In case of female family planning, fallopian tube will cut and tied. Right? So this is the part of male reproductive system. Some another part of male reproductive system that I am going to discuss with you, that is what is scrotum. Scrotum is the sac-like structure below the testes. Below the testes there is a sac-like structure, and that is called scrotum. Now what is epididymis? Epididymis is the upper part of testes, which is a coil-like structure, zigzag structure, where sperm is releasing which sperm stays for the sometimes at epididymis, which is a coil-like structure. So these are the part of. Now what is ureter? How many ureters in the human body? There are, urine will form in nephron or kidney. In one kidney has millions of nephron, and the active part of kidney is called nephron. In Bowman's capsule, where the water or blood will filtered and through that is if you take the part of fallopian, and like the active part of kidney is called nephron, and in nephron Bowman's capsules are there, glomerulus are there, loop of Henle's are there. So ammonia will converted into urea and urine will form, and that urine will come from kidney to urinary bladder via ureter. Okay, via ureter the urine will come from kidney to urinary bladder. So right now we are studying the reproductive system only. So we will stick only on reproductive system. We will not jump to any other system, right? Okay. So there are two ureter which carry the urine from kidney to urinary bladder, right? So urinary bladder is the function of urinary bladder is to carry urine. Now the next topic is what is urinary bladder? Urinary bladder carries urine. But how the sensation of urination will occur in human body? Suppose I have to go to toilet. So how it will control? It will control by brain. It's very surprising that urine is formed by kidney, stored in urinary bladder and controlled by brain. Once again I am repeating. Urine is formed by kidney, comes by ureter, stored in urinary bladder and controlled by brain. In brain, forebrain, midbrain, hindbrain, pons, medulla, cerebellum, these are the separate parts. But it will control by brain, right? So these are the part of male reproductive system. Now we will discuss female reproductive system. In female reproductive system, there are two ovary, there are two fallopian tube, left and right, and there is one uterus, right? Now, what is the function of ovary? The function of ovary is to release ovum. The function of ovary is to release several hormones. What is the function of uterus? Now every month uterus prepare itself that if fertilization will occur at the oviduct, then implantation will take place and that embryo will develop and it will take 9 months, and uterus prepare itself every month. So there is a layer will form at the walls of uterus, and if fertilization will not occur, what happens? The layer of uterus, which is every month, has been formed, and that layer will breaking down and the mucus, blood will come in terms of mucus, and that is called menstruation. So it's very interesting. What is menstruation? The cyclic discharge of blood from non-pregnant uterus at the gap of 28 days is called menstruation. Once again I am repeating what is menstruation. The cyclic discharge of blood from non-pregnant uterus at the gap of 28 days is called menstruation. Why menstruation is occurring? Because the rupture of the mucus at the walls of uterus. Why it has rupture? Because fertilization has not held. If fertilization has occurred, then the baby will form, because zygote will form, converted into embryo, and it will blastocytes will occur. But since these things are not happening, and that is why bleeding is occurring, and that is called menstruation. Okay, thank you very much. In my next YouTube video, I will teach you the another section of this chapter. Thank you very much, all of you.